Um, I I know that I anticipate you have questions, Judge, and I think he's ready. I don't think he has a good excuse. But he is asking for a little bit of mercy. I think probation has a different recommendation. I think
So I tell you that story to let you know I understand about finances, right? I understand that there are places that the VIA bus doesn't go because I used to ride the VIA bus. But you just ignored your probation, and I can't allow that. So you were here previously before for not reporting for 2 months, and now you've been missing for the equivalent of 2 years. Oh, how's it going?
Good, Judge. I had initially turned it in, saying that we were ready, but my client has since asked if we could reset this.
No. All right. Court is calling 2017 CR 1914W State versus Noel Martinez Valderas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Defense. And are you Mr. Valderas? All right. Did you have a chance to review the documents entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision, First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation? Did you review those documents with your attorney, and did you understand them? Are you the same Noel Martinez Balderas who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2017 CR 19? Just one moment, off the record. Was this ruled on by probation? He's still on deferred adjudication, correct?
The paperwork, I think this is adjudicated November of 22.
Okay. All right, then I'm missing. Y'all are correct. All right, then the First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt, that has previously been ruled upon. So did you review the motion to revoke community supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yeah.
Are you the same Noel Martinez Balderas who's placed on community supervision in 2017 CR 1914W for the offense of hindering apprehension felon on November 18, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Noel Martinez Valderas did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Noel Martinez Valderas did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? You're going to need to speak up.
True.
Thank you.
We'll waive the ban of the waivers.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 4 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 4 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations of conditions 4 and 4? Court will find violation of condition 4 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Ah, yes, the patience of a saint in a black robe, trying to make sense of yet another case where following the rules was apparently too complicated. Here we have someone who treated probation like a gym membership, signed up, but never showed up, while the judge masterfully keeps their composure, spelling out the consequences like it's the first day of kindergarten. Month after month, the no-shows stack up, and yet here they are, acting surprised that accountability has finally caught up. It takes some real talent to not roll eyes straight out of the courtroom, but somehow justice prevails with a straight face and a final warning wrapped in professionalism.
There is not, Judge. The state is asking that you revoke the defendant's community supervision and sentence him to 4 years and TCJ based upon the evidence that he has absconded from the jurisdiction of the court since 2023.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, in conferring with my client, he's asking the court to consider some other sanction and reinstating probation. Conferred with him. I think I've asked him all the questions that I anticipate the court would ask him. What happened at the time? What you've been doing? Why? He has indicated that at the time he was not in a financially stable position that help him with the conditions that were set by the court. As far as location, Judge, I think he lived on the west side. Probation was sending him, I think, far north side. He's indicated that it was difficult. He didn't have any family support at the time. He didn't have any help with transportation. And at that time, he wasn't working. Since then, Judge, he has indicated that at least for the last 2 years, I mean, he hasn't picked up any new cases. The last 2 years, he has had employment. Since then, I think at the time he was living with his sister. He now has an apartment. He has indicated that he is in a much, much better place that he's ever been in his life. He's much more stable. He has a daughter. He's paying child support. He has this employment that is willing to wait for him. They understand that he's in custody, but he has this job waiting for him. He has his apartment waiting for him. Obviously, that's going to be at a loss. And so he is asking for monitoring or any other type of conditions that the court deems appropriate so that he can get back to work and maintain what he has built in this short time.
If you're finding this story captivating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more gripping true crime content. Your support means a lot. Thank you.
I know that I anticipate you have questions, Judge, and I think he's ready. I don't think he has a good excuse, but he is asking the court for a little bit of mercy. I think probation has a different recommendation. I think it was ISF. I have explained what that is. I think his concern is what that will do to him in the future. I mean, obviously, he's going back to zero if he gets the judge.
All right. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, but before I ask you some questions, I want you to know where I'm coming from, because I always think it's best to know where people are coming from, that people are not just being mean, because I don't like people to be mean just for the sake of being mean, right? All right. You were previously placed on deferred adjudication in this court. And do you know why I motioned to revoke? Let me have you raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you yield will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Joel M. Madras.
All right, so you were previously in this court for deferred adjudication for this case. Why was a motion to revoke filed against you for that? Do you remember why?
Not reporting.
Yes. And so on that one, you didn't report for March and April in 2018. And I do remember cases that come before me. I know that they give you a SID number at the jail. People are moving to seeing people as numbers, but I don't see anybody as a number that comes before me. And what I can tell you is I remember you. And what I did was I continued you because you said you had your life together and you were going to do this and you were doing this. And I know that everybody who comes through before me, I always tell you, if you have an issue, let the court know. If there's a financial issue, I realize people have financial issues. People think that attorneys and judges, all of them are independently wealthy. And I will tell you, we are not. And I know the struggle is real financially. I've been through the struggle is real financially. because I will tell you, there was a point in time.
Oh, the patience. The judge, practically a life coach at this point, is out here reminding everyone that actions have consequences. What a shocking revelation. After years of playing hide and seek with the law, the defendant suddenly finds religion in personal responsibility, conveniently right when consequences are knocking at the door. The judge, ever the saint, calmly lays out how this isn't a personal vendetta, but rather, just doing their job. But sure, let's pretend that transportation issues and a new lease on life erase years of ducking supervision. Must be exhausting keeping a straight face through these creative excuses.
I was just sleeping on a borrowed couch. I had an apartment, but my friends from law school said, "Hey, Stephanie, we have this sleeper sofa. Do you want it?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And my friends carried that sleeper sofa over. I pulled it out one time and slept on it one time as it was meant to be slept on. Didn't do it again because that bar was right in my back. So I just slept on a sofa till I could afford to do better. So I tell you that story to let you know I understand about finances, right? I understand that there are places that the VIA bus doesn't go because I used to ride the VIA bus. But you just ignored your probation, and I can't allow that. So you were here previously before for not reporting for 2 months, and now you've been missing for the equivalent of 2 years. Tell me, how did you end up being picked up? Because that warrant has been out there for you.
What's traffic stop?
Traffic stop for what? What did they say you were doing?
So I was in backseat, but it was my sister. She was driving and her sticker had expiration.
Yeah. So I'm not going to continue you. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. I know you mean well, and I know, you say you have your life together now, but I mean, you've been missing for 2 years and you previously have been missing. So I understand. And I understand with your counsel saying that you have your apartment, you're getting your life together, but sometimes you have consequences. You got to answer for them. Okay. All right. So do you have proof that he has his life together?
Thank you, sir.
Just testimony, Judge, from him.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violations 4 and 4 true. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? I'm sorry?
He did not sign it, Judge.
All right. All right. You're not going to sign it?
No, I will.
Okay.
I'll sign it afterwards.
Sure. All right. If you'll have him sign that, please.
Thank you.
All right. So you have a limited right to appeal. The right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on probation. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Mhm.
All right, we can go off the record. So I will tell you this, when you're released, if you can't find a place to go, if you're homeless because things have changed since you've been in custody, if I'm still here, you can come back here. I'll pick up the phone and find you a place, okay? All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you for joining us in uncovering the chilling details of this case. If this story has left you disturbed or reflective, please share your thoughts and reflections. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay with us as we continue to explore the stories that reveal the darkest sides of human behavior. Together, we keep these lessons alive, ensuring the voices of victims are never forgotten. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe or follow.